This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Next time. Is it connecting to the database? File systems. Author 3. Here's one. Then this is the second person's sheet. And then this is the third person. Okay. So what we are going to do now is, so we'll go through each question and look at how it's answered. And in the morning, we did this for 3 people. And so for one question, we saw 3 different ways of generating the report, which was very nice to see that. So let's begin now. Just give me 1 minute. I will just switch on the fan and get started. Okay, so the first sheet is Arun. Sheet number 1, question number 1. Oh, okay. So is there a question? There's no question, so I need a question here.
Hello.
Hey, sir. So the good thing is put the question in the title here, so it's easy to identify. Okay. And this is the question: what is the third highest country? Let's copy this and place it here. So what is the answer here? So it is Nigeria. Okay, so you are using the annotations. That's nice. So year 2003, then population. It's good. So Arun, it's good for you. And yeah, this is a nice one. So we have the answer here. It's good. So first question, Harish, it's the right answer. It's a very simple one, very minute one, of course. And yeah, wow, that's a right answer as well. So put your answers in this way. So go to worksheet and use captions, and you can edit this caption and just put your answer here. So what is the answer you are thinking in that? So it's easy from next time to just look at the caption and to see the answer. Okay, so first one is very straightforward. Everyone did that. But let's take a look at one thing. Arun, here is displayed as a continuous field. So not only Arun, everyone observe this year is shown in green color. Did you observe? And even here, still shown green. And even here, Harish, in your sheet also, it's still showing green. So why can't you convert this into the discrete? Isn't it? So generally, the commonly made mistakes are. So we'll try to drag and drop things, and we change here in the filters. But why can't we change this to the discrete? Right? So that means, can we change to convert to discrete here? Can we do that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we can do that. So Bhavna, are you following?
Yeah, Pradeep. Sorry.
Okay, okay, no worries. So Harish, did you get that? Why can't we change this to discrete?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got it.
Okay, so the advantage of doing that is, if you go to the other sheets where you are dealing with the years, okay, so everywhere you are trying to change to discrete, isn't it? Because if you go to a new sheet and drag here, then it shows in this fashion. So if I say get me 2013 means, how you are doing this? So you are again changing that here and selecting some values, and then changing this to the discrete, and then you are selecting the year. So instead of that, so just convert the field to discrete, so which is a very useful one. Okay, so no worries. So the first time it happens, but from next time, so we will check that whether it's everything right or wrong. Okay, so first one straightforward, everyone does that. What is the second question?
Sir,
Oh,
here,
you did it.
yes, sir. Here in the given thing, I was not able to differentiate the developed countries and developing countries. Sir.
Very
I
nice.
was not able to differentiate this.
Correct. So how do you do that is, see, that's where we have to read the data. So here it's not at all clear, isn't it? So what you have to do is, so where is this information? You have to look in the table. And do you find now developing and
Status, developing and developed, both options are there.
correct?
Both
So that means we have to drag status. We have to drag status into the rows and remove the country. And I'm removing everything. So let's remove everything. So I'm dragging status here, which shows a developed, developing, and what you want here, only developing. So just say keep only, all right? And average life expectancy, then take that measure and put that here or put that here. And it is average, so you have to change this to average and click the label. So what is the answer now? It is a 67.11. Okay, so what is the takeaway is, questions will be in such a way that we have to be looking in the data for them. All right, so that's what we have to do. Is it clear now, Harish?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got it.
All right, so let's look at Bhavana sheets here, and sheet. Yeah, this looks good. Developing 67. Yeah, this is the right answer. And let's look at Arun. So Arun, why did you not use this status? Just put that status here. Developing countries.
Sir, but I could
and
not
then
able to identify the developing these things here.
same thing, isn't it? So you have to use the field from this list here. So is it clear now?
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so let's move to the next one. Okay, so this is interesting. So maximum life expectancy in France. How did you get here 89? And text here?
I had used calculated field.
Oh, you already used a calculated field.
Yeah, once you had showed to one person that without dragging anything to rows and columns, we need to.
Mhm. Yeah, that's good. So that's good.
In that case, I had followed this.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. So if I change that, will it change?
Yeah, it is changing.
Okay, let's keep this. I'll come to
Yeah.
this now.
Okay.
Good approach. And let's look at here. And sorry, where is the? Yeah, this is the one. And let's remove it. Okay, if I take the first country, Alabama, it is 77.8. Maybe I'll expect 78. Is that changing? Okay. Afghanistan is 89 again. So where is Afghanistan in this list? It is
60.
but why is it showing 89 for you? Okay, so your approach is right, but the logic, it has to be modified a bit.
Okay.
So how can you modify that? So again, you have to write
I think
a simple.
if condition anything we have to write on this.
Yeah, you have to write if conditions. So if you want to try that, see rest of them, don't worry. So I'm just trying to adjust this logic. If what is that there which we are using?
Country is equals to country parameter.
Parameter.
Then
Show me the maximum of.
I had tried this one, but I didn't got this one. I tried many times.
Okay. So I'm just trying one more time.
Okay. I had a doubt here. In if condition, can we use any other conditions also, or else
You can
it
use
should?
any conditions.
Okay.
So equal to country parameter.
Okay. Okay, I got it.
Right, so is that changing now? So let's change that.
Yes.
Changing. And I need France. So how do I find out France? So if I can type in. And let's check for any other sheet. Let's try. Is that the other sheet? Okay. So randomly we have to check for everything so that it's giving the right answer or not. Greece is 88. Yeah, it's 88.
Yeah.
Right. So this is one way of showing that. So yeah, it's a good approach. But don't worry. But did you understand the logic, madam, which I used there? Which I modified?
Yeah, I had understood. Before I had written in if condition max I had used, but I didn't write max if condition.
Right. I just swapped it to get rid of error message.
Yeah. Okay. I understood now.
Good, good. So Harish, your answer is right. And perfect. A very simple answer. That's good. And 51. Okay, is this right? So this is the question. So in 2010, what is the total infant deaths? Arun, why did you use count? Count D again. So this is wrong,
Sir,
isn't it?
to take the unique values, the total death, because it is coming like 5,000 some change.
Yeah. So whatever it is, but you have to use. Let's take here the infant deaths. Is the right. So which year? 2010. So let's start. So 2010. Same. So I'm asking what are the total deaths now. So that means do you need to add all these values from here to here? So till 2010 is complete. So you have to add all these values, isn't it? So if you add all these values, so are you getting 51? No, right? So here we have to take the sum of all these values.
Okay, sir.
Understood why it is wrong?
Okay, sir.
You can always look at the table and if it is right answer or wrong answer. All right, so I'm changing that. Okay.
Okay.
Don't worry about the number. And Harish, you did the right answer. Yeah, this is also fine. Let's go to fifth one. Just the average alcohol consumption in 2005, this country, and the average. Okay, this looks good. So Bhavana, this looks good. And Harish, let's look at. Oh, it's showing in a different way. Interesting. So the answer, whatever you got, is absolutely right, but you wanted to present in a different way, isn't it?
Why? Because all the time we are using bar method. Just to show the measure in other shapes, I have used the circle only.
Right. So observe a point here. When we are using two measures, so this is also a continuous one, isn't it?
Okay.
Right? And even this is a continuous one. So when we are using two continuous fields, then we call it as a scatter plot. So remember the word scatter plot. So your answer is right, no doubt, but just more theoretical knowledge. When we take two measures, one in rows, one in columns, we call it as a scatter plot. And can we just remove this empty space here?
I too had the same doubt, sir. I just wanted to see there are many values are there, sir. Because from 0.0 to 4.5, I just tried to bring the circle shape into the between the.
Okay, so here can I say 4? Is that coming now to the center? And so the values are between 4.8 and 5.6, isn't it? Okay, so let's say 4.8 and 5.4. So it's still trying to adjust itself. And oh, you kept already the maximum one here.
Yes, sir.
So we can't do much here because we can reduce the scale, but it is automatically adding the values. And only thing you can do is you can remove these lines on the back end and change the font of the text to something white color. Let's say white color, and remove these lines in the back end. So let's go to format and go to the lines, and let's say none. So that remove grid lines. So this is the best thing we can show if you stick to this circle one.
Sir, please show us how you edited the axis one, sir.
Sure, sure. Okay, so this was what it was, and so what I did is, so everyone observe, right click on this and go to format, and here you have the option called as lines. So click on the lines, and these are grid lines. So these lines, they are called as the grid lines. Click on that and select any one line and immediately say none. Then everything will go away. Right? And I want to add some line here because I couldn't see that. Then let's go to axis rulers and select the lines, color, width, thickness. So I'm selecting these axis rulers, x-axis, y-axis, and I'm trying to change the colors as well. And if you want to remove the 0 line, even that should be removed. Right? So the middle line, so I tried to remove that using this option. There was a line here, isn't it? So that I removed.
Yes, sir, I am asking about you have edited the axis now, sir. You have given values like 4.8 and
Yeah.
between 5.4. How to?
Yeah, this is fine. I mean, even if you change, there's no much difference. You will find when you have the images on the report, so then this will work. But even if you keep it here, it's a little better. So I change it to fixed, and I can change the starting end points and the starting and ending points here. So I said somewhere between 4 and 6. So it came to center of the screen. Got it?
Sir, now the axis is going in reverse direction, sir. Now it is starting from 6.0. Can you see?
So, okay, sorry, did we? Hang on. So maybe we click this option scale reversed. So if we click here as well, so it applies even here.
Okay.
So make sure that this is not selected. So I clicked somewhere here, but
Yes,
it got
it got selected.
here. Good spot. And let's resolve once. And yeah, it's
Hello.
now 4. Yes, ma'am.
Actually, how that one is like how he had done this circle thing in middle of the text.
Look at the values here, 2 measures, and you have these in the labels.
Okay. I got it now.
Right?
Okay.
And
By increasing the signs and by editing the text, it has come.
right, observe here, it is a circle in the
Circle.
that's the main thing here.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, so it's a good attempt, Harish. Appreciate
Okay,
it.
sir.
And Arun, yeah, this is a very straightforward one. Arun, what is this here?
Sir, that came regarding when I changed this year into this thing.
What do we call this?
continues to
Now, when do you get two circles like this? When you do the actions, you get.
Sir, I'm getting the resound, sir. Is everyone having the same problem?
I think maybe from Arun. I'm guessing. Not sure.
sir.
Yeah. So Arun, are you clear? Why you are using
Yes.
this?
But
It's
okay.
not needed.
I too
Because
getting the resound.
Yeah. So I think Arun, you are on speaker. So 2005. So is that fair enough now?
Yes, sir.
So you don't need that ink.
Okay,
That's where you. But if you know it's what purpose, then it's fine. Otherwise, don't use it.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Let's go to sheet 6. It's a very straightforward answer. So this is fine. Very straightforward answer. Where is the other sheet? Sorry. This is so, madam, you have to use here sum. It's not maximum.
Okay.
So you have to add the values to get the highest number. Okay. This is correct. You have to change to sum again. That's the answer. And let's look at that. Okay, even needed.
I also done the same thing, sir.
Yeah. So remember, the questions will be very confusing. The exam. Just apply some. So when you have to add, when you have to minimum. So very rare cases where we can use maximum and minimum values. So if it was another example, explained it better. Okay, let's go to next sheet. Oh, this is colorful. Yeah, that's fine. So here there are two questions. This is not one question. So if you have observed carefully, there are two questions in this. So first you have to find out the highest consuming alcohol country, which is Belarus here, which we got in the previous sheet. And so I just used Belarus in this search button. And so in that, we have to apply the directions here. So somewhere like north, south, west, and east. So to this west, if I consider these two are on west side, then yeah, this is the answer. Okay. So there are two questions in this single question. Okay. But you answered right. But I don't know on what basis you did that. So here it chose 10, chose 12, but you said again 12. But answer is right, but the approach is little different.
Sir,
So,
how to make the directions?
how to?
Here, how to get the things like how can we fix the directions, north, east, west?
the same thing. So it's the same thing. So directions are same on the map. So on the
Directions
map,
are same. Okay.
is the north, south, west, and east.
Okay, sir.
So anywhere. So what is a country west to India?
Oh, okay, sir. Okay.
So now this is India. So what is a country west to India? So we have this
Fine.
country. What is a country east to India? It is China.
Okay.
It is Sri Lanka. And so the directions will be same. And so we just have to remember these directions, which is a very, very important one for certification. One question most of the times we get based on zip codes or based on postal codes. So we see one common question in every certification. So they'll ask simple thing. You have to double click on zip codes. So it shows so many values. Okay, do I have zip codes? Now somewhere I had in Arun sheet. Right. Let's go to new sheet. So general common questions we get is double click on this postal codes. One open up. And they'll ask you to find out the postal code on the map. You have to search for it. So let's quickly fix this. Right, so this is a null value, it's still fine. And if you search for any of the postal codes, so the question will be, you have to search for some postal codes and you have to scroll out and they'll ask you like what is the another postal code within
Distance
the range
between.
of this. So they'll ask a simple question. So in 20 kilometers range, how many postal codes you have? So I have only one. And they'll ask you the name, the postal code. Right, so this is, and sometimes they'll ask you what is the postal code just available west to it, east to it, north of it, and south of it. So they'll ask the directions and they will ask you these measurements sometimes. So that's how we have to solve. Okay, Arun, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Harish.
Sir, I have done like 70% of the thing I have done, sir. And my answer was wrong. Sir.
No worries, but did you understand?
This concept I understand. Yes, sir.
All right. See, no one can make the things right in the first attempt. You have to fail, and then learn. So this is what we are doing. So no worries. And Bhavana, did you get this? What we are doing on the screen?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, that's good. So let's move on to the seventh one. Okay, this is what we did. So,
Why? Because I did not, in the first question I informed him, sir. I did not get how to differentiate question.
So it's simple. So don't have the discrete, sorry, the continuous here. So if it is a discrete, see how easy it is, 2005, keep that. Developed, developing countries, take the status. And population, take the population. And GDP, take GDP here. But it is a minimum. So you have to change this to minimum and maximum. So take this here, the maximum. So the answer for these questions would be, so here we just write the answer. So minimum population for a developed country. Where is a developed country? This one, minimum population. Okay, we just say the numbers. So the answers here are 2474, and so that means this one, and the maximum GDP for developing. So in the exam, we got these options. So you will get option A, so something like this 2474, comma 66775. So we will be in a hurry because these two numbers match here and here. We select this option, but they are cross asking the questions. So it is this and it is this. Right, so the answer is this one. So is that clear?
Yes, sir, clear. I got it.
Arun, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And Madam, is it clear as well?
Yes, sir. I had done the same thing.
What is the least average country for BMIs in 2013? This is interesting. Okay, let's look at the other sheets as well. No, not this one. Arun, if there is no question, it's confusing. Which sheet is that? I could not get here. So which sheet is this? So I'll look for this one. Sheet 8. Okay. Yeah. So what is the answer? You have to select answer these two things. So even these two are same numbers. So these two are the right answers. So least average in 2013. So 13 should be there. Average should be there. And country, that's already there. So you did right, Bhavna. And
Thank you.
Harish, it's very different, your answer. Can you explain what you did? So don't get confused here with this. So I'm just clearing the sheet. That's a very simple one. So first, finalize the year. So take the year, and so I'm changing to discrete 2013. Keep that. All right. So year is finalized, and then I need. And you can remove year from this list as well because it's already there. And the country. Okay, let's take country here. And then what is a measure? BMIs. Okay, let's put BMIs in the list, but it is for average. Okay, let's change it to average, and let's sort it out. And you have got some null values as well. So you can remove these null values, but if you want to keep that, keep it. But what is the least averages here? These two sheets, and these two countries. This is the answer. Right, so split the question. So first finalize this, then country, then the measure, then it becomes easy. Okay, so Arun, is that clear as well? So I couldn't find this in your sheet.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's go to next question, sheet number 10. Okay, it's blank. Sheet number 11. Okay, looks good. So what is the answer here? You got Nigeria. So here also you have two questions here. if you observe carefully, what is the population of a country which is the second highest in the infant deaths, isn't it? So this is the question, and I asked you to build a dual axis map, but how do I quickly validate whether this is the right answer is or not? And for validation purpose, observe how I'm building this sheet. Country, put that, and sorry, what is the one I need? Population. Okay, let's take population. And then what is another measure? Infant deaths. Put this here. And now, first I'll try to find out answer for this. Which is the second highest in the infant deaths? That means I want to sort out this measure. If you want to sort this measure, if you click on this here, which one is getting sorted? This is getting sorted, isn't it? But not this. So how to sort these values? Then you have to click on it and then apply sorting. So whatever measure you click, then the sorting applies for that measure. That's the another small shortcut.
Sir,
So now what is, yeah, yes, ma'am.
can we sort two measures at a time?
No, no. It's never possible. But think of it. So how can you sort two things?
Okay.
Forget about this. Take any values. Can you sort by two
Yeah.
things? It's never possible
Okay.
because
Okay.
for infant death, this is the highest, and this is the second highest. But for Nigeria, it is not the second highest. So that means we
Okay.
cannot plot two measures at the same time.
I understand.
So now what is the answer for this is the second highest is this one. And what is this country? This country is Nigeria. And what is the population of that country? It is this 1134,032. This is the answer. So did you get this answer? Just 8571. Country is correct, but number is wrong.
Sir, I have mentioned infant death rate. I didn't inform population number. I have mentioned the infant death rate. Once go to the last sheet, sir.
Okay.
Just now,
Yeah, but observe here. What was the question?
population of the country. Okay.
So the
Okay. Okay.
questions will be confusing. So we focus on this, but it will be something else. Right. So if we go to infant deaths, yes, this is the number. That's right. So you put this number in the answer. Yeah, that's how it is. So today also we had one certification, and that fellow got 90% in the exam, which is a very good news. Okay, let's go to the next question. So is everyone clear with this? I'm fine with dual axis, but the answer, that's little changing, right? But yeah, this is the right approach. But so all three are it?
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's good. So I'll move on to next one. Life expectancy of the second highest country in population. Okay, you wanted to show everything on that? That's fine. So then change the fonts here. So if you want to show this way, that's good. But so make it visible to the end user. And let's change the font, bold. Okay, it's too much of the font size.
Sir, is it possible to bring the text in center?
go to alignment and sorry. So this is a maximum we are able to do, but hang on. So you want text in the center, isn't it? Yeah, it should be coming to this side as well. But let's look at this here. Okay, so I'll remove something from this list here. What else is there? Country. And then let's put here the country into the label, and the best we can align here is this one. Alignment and the vertical. Place the font size. So I can increase it as well. So this looks good. So there's the size. And what else you wanted to show? Life expectancy. Put that into the label. And you want to show population as well. Put that here. So which one is which one? So you can change that number here. This is infant deaths, and this is population. Alright, so now you can adjust size. So how does it look like now? So you can move the text inside the bar with these options, alignment, and use these here. So if a bar is vertical, then you can move to the bottom, center, and to the top. Right, the text goes to the top, and this is the center. And alignment now, so you can make it to the left, to the right, to the center. If you want to scroll the text this way, this way, this way.
But why, sir, this thing has not happened before swapping rows and columns?
It was in a horizontal bar, so it resisted to show that. But now observe. So here, you can move to the left side, center.
Okay.
It should work. So why it did not work? Yeah, I want to know why. The reason can be if we have manually edited something here, so it might not adjust automatically. So that's why I removed everything and again added back and applied the fonts again.
Okay.
So when we are editing it, so be a little careful, but otherwise this is how it works.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So this is good, but I want to see the answer. Is that right answer? Second highest country in population. So you are showing Indonesia, and what is Arun showing that here? Okay, you wanted to show Indonesia here. Okay, so you wanted to show in two different things. Yeah. Arun, so one thing here, the graph is fine, but there is a lot of overlaps here. So when there are a lot of overlaps,
Yes, sir.
don't use the fields. Where is the labels here? So just say select. Okay. If I select, it should show the label. Right, so that way we can avoid overlaps. Fair enough?
Okay, sir.
Keep it like that and leave it like that. And so which this is good. But where is the answer, madam, for this one? So you understood, isn't it? So the display is good.
I didn't add caption, but I was.
Yeah. So the display is how you are showing the look. It's attractive. So what you do here is, so just say selected and just show this output. So that way we know this is the answer.
Okay.
But again, you are displaying the infant deaths. Show here population as well. So this is the population and this is the deaths. All right. And how to change the swap, the views. Yeah, let's go down. Oh, there are too many things. So hide the card. Put this here. So what I'm doing is, and now it shows one below the other correctly. But to write the
Okay.
text population, you can adjust it from here as well. So just change up and down. The numbers change.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so what is the answer for this question? We are showing too many things here. Life expectancy. Okay, this is an interesting question. Let's see how many solve this question. Harish, did you solve? Nobody
Sir.
solved this. What about Arun? Let's see at least. Oh, Arun, you are saying that the expectancy is only 8.39. Okay, so everyone can click here. Read the question. Generally, the life expectancy. I'll because I'm hearing resound. So what I'm asking is the life expectancy. So generally ranges between 0 to 100, isn't it? Or maximum 110 or 120, isn't it? This is the life expectancy. And I'm asking here, in the second highest country of population, what is the life expectancy? So I was expecting somewhere between this number, but I'm seeing the answers here is somewhere around. I did see answer for this question here, and in this sheet, so I'm seeing 1140. That means 1,000 years. Not possible, isn't it? Yeah, so it's not possible. See, observe what I'm asking here. First, find out this. What is second highest country in population? Country, population. Put that here, the labels. Sort it out. So this is the second highest country in population. So I'll just keep that. And even I don't need population now. And in this country, what is the life expectancy? So take the life expectancy, put that here. 1081 is the sum of all values of every person in this country. But here, that means you have to change this to average. And it's the life expectancy, we have to change that to average, because if we take sum, that is totally the wrong answer. Alright, so this question doesn't specifically say you that you have to take the average, but read the question and then change the aggregation to suit that. This is the answer.
Okay.
So is that clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
So
I got it.
these are like the commonly made starting mistakes, and nothing to worry. So as we go on, you will get to know how to play with the data. And the next question, so drag years into rows. You got measure names, you did that right. And let's look at Harish sheet. This is the problem. Alright, so Harish, observe. So he said, no, we can't. So this is an interview question, commonly asked interview question. So here, what I meant is, so this is a discrete, and now if you drag population, I'm not seeing the column name here, isn't it? Now I want to show column name here, but if you drag any second measure, column names comes up automatically. But I don't want second measure, but I want to show the column name for this. So one way of showing the column name is just take the measure values and then drag and drop it into this list. Then automatically this comes into picture. It shows the column names. Did you observe? I'm dragging measure values into this. So it is adding measure values, and so it's adding something here and it's adding something here. Why it is adding here? Because you have got so many measure names. These are all the names. So what you see here, the left side, these are all the names here. So these are all the measures. Out of all these, so it's only one thing which is automatically chosen. So answer is yes, we can do it, but how? Just drag measured values and put that here. Okay, this is one way of doing it, and we have the another way as well, but we'll see that in later sessions. Arun, did you do that? So I have good expect. Ayyo, Arun. Arun, what's you're trying to show here?
Sir, I have taken the measure values, everything.
The problem is because we did not.
I have not converted into discrete.
So now I did that. But still, why you get those many? Trying to show.
Sir, I think it is next question. There is one question to show all the measure values in rows.
I see. Okay. Next time, submit me this sheet. I will not accept.
Okay, sir. Definitely, I'll.
Titles because it's misleading. But did you understand how did we do that? How did we get this column name?
I think sheet number 13, sir. My one
Sheet
done.
13. No, it really doesn't here and okay. So you tried that. The one which I asked is different.
Yes, sir.
right? Let's go to we have only 5 minutes. We'll finish this lesson. Right. So how did you do that? Who is this Bhavana? So how did you do this, Bhavana? Can you explain?
Yeah, I had dragged all these measure values and I clicked this show me button.
Okay. Okay. And let's look at the Harish sheet. Drag years into rows. So, get discrete. All the measures in the text tables. So this is an interview question. So what they asked is, sir, I have so many measures and I want to have all the measures in my sheet. But if I drag one by one, observe here. So the question is, show all the measures means we have to drag individually one by one like this. Or if you want to show that in the text format, then put that into the labels, then drag everything into this. So you are getting in a table format. But what interview asked is, if I have so many measures, I don't want to drag one by one like this. Can I have just in one shot? That's the question he asked. So how to solve that is, so let's put the dimension and observe here. Take measure names, put it into columns. You don't see anything because we did not have any measures. Simple step is take the measure values and put it into this list. So you get everything in just one single click. This is what they were expecting in the interview. So it was not a direct question for measure names and measure values. So it was a question indirectly, like how to use measure names and measure values. So if you want to remove something from this list, in the previous versions of Tableau, we used to have here number of records. We used to have one field, number of records, but now it is replaced with this one. So the naming is changed. So it is a sheet 1 count. So let's go to that here. Sheet 1 count. Just remove this from this list. That's it. Right. So this is the easiest way to build it. Did you understood what we did?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So these are the tricks and which we have to use. But I know you have tried individually, isn't it, madam?
No, sir. I had dragged these measure values and I had kept in this. That's it.
If you have done that, then let's go. China GDP, so 2013 country GDP. Yeah, this is the right answer. So I have mixed the questions here and there, and this is right. And yeah, this is even the right answer. Right. Let's go to sheet 16. Okay, I need the question. So sorting two measures doesn't happen anytime. And sort by BMI. I didn't see that sorting by. Okay. Oh. Okay. Call from institute. Maybe time for the batch. All right, so what is this here? Sorting by schooling and BMI into columns, sort by BMI, second highest BMI country. This is the answer. Okay, this looks good. And yeah, this looks good. Arun, so you have not done sorting? Sorting by BMI. So
Yes, sir.
by what is the country? This is the country. Right. So this is all fine. 17. Okay, hang on. Urgent call. Sir. Okay, sir. Okay. Exact close cover. అదే సార్ అదే సార్ కరెక్ట్. మీరు ఎక్కడి నుంచి వస్తున్నారు? సార్ లొకేషన్ పంపించిన ఈజీ ఉంటుంది. సరే సార్, అక్కడికి వచ్చి నాకు చెప్పండి. సరే సార్, సరే సార్. ఓకే ఓకే. ఓకే సార్, ఓకే సార్, పర్లేదు. సరే సార్, పంపిస్తాను. All right, so let's look at the last question's answer is Perumal. Okay, and oh, your answer is different. This answer is different. What is the country right to Argentina? This is this. So this is one right answer, but oh, you are saying the top one. So country next to it. So it is this one. So Arun, this is the answer. Uruguay, but I don't see anywhere you have used anything like any symbols. I don't see anywhere.
But I am unable to identify, sir, because I thought to the west, Peru only.
Yeah. Did you try this?
Yes,
Tried
sir.
this?
Because what I thought is behind that this one is there, no.
Right.
So I don't know how to identify the thing. I'm unable to identify. So the reason I'm given a name. That's it.
No problem. So just double click on country. We get this.
Okay, sir.
All right, and we are done. Hey, I have to look out. So give me one moment, sir. Okay, so I have to leave now because I have a class 7 p.m. So does anyone has any other questions? Are we good
Okay,
with
sir,
it?
it's clear, sir.
Okay, so is that helpful?
Yes, definitely.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
in online, can we get any questionnaire express like this? Any particular website where we can get the data and respective questions like how we have been mentioned here?
Tableau itself. So go to Tableau website itself. There's a huge amount of information.
Okay, there we can get the data and the questionnaire express.
Everything. So even you can get data from different websites, and you just have to Google it out. You have
Yeah,
a
data it is available, sir. But the question is Like you have given question originally, those things are not.
These are built based on the certification and the interview questions. So you don't get this in the interview. Right. So those who are attending the interviews, so I'm getting the questions. So I made it like the questions here for you.
Okay, sir. Anyways, you are in hurry, sir. If any doubt is there, I will just post in brief. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sure, sure. Yeah, because I had a class, another class now. So I'll be leaving now. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So far it is clear.
Excellent. Good. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.